The air. There's no smell to it, not even old death. Nothing natural.
Nobody's here. We haven't seen any corpses so far. Hey, maybe their air purification system still works.
Another cave-in. But I could get through.
A complaint. From J. Friedkin to reception. Hey reception, if that is your real name. Wanna know who scheduled Indo Malay right next to Fresh Grounds? That would be me, Senior VP of Sales. Wanna know why? After that little hair pulling incident, both sides increased their bids by 40%. Whoa! I'll explain. Because your receptionist level brain probably requires it. Those two sides are fighting. And what do? That's right, combat machines. We want them to hate each other. So they will try to fight each other with... what? That's right again, combat machines. Which they will pay us a lot of money for. So, I suggest you go back to serving coffee with a blank smile, and let me do my much more complicated job. Thanks a bunch, Mr. Friedkin to you. My god, this guy's an asshole. Not just because he's an asshole to the receptionist, but... when they say that war is beneficial to a lot of people, they weren't kidding. People in this company actively egging it on. That... if they egg enough people on, the whole world could be destroyed. We're starting to get a lot of hints about what might have happened here. Oh? I don't suppose we could go over there. This doesn't lead anywhere though, does it? It's just a... oh! It's the other side. I think so? Man, I don't know where I am. Whoa, shit! Fuck! Holy crap. Oh, yeah.
Looks like I can climb here.
I gotta remember, this place is fragile. A lot of the stuff here has been... everything here has been standing for over hundreds of years. How the hell do I get back up? Oh my lord. Open sesame. No? Okay. The other side? No, that doesn't seem to be a place we can go to. Oh. I think we might need to try climbing across. If we could get down here. Yeah. The lights are still working! What kind of advanced technology is this?
Made it.
I guess everything was built to last.
Looks like the way up. What's left of it.
That might be where we want to go. Let's look around a little bit. Whoa.
The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package, designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance. It boasts the world's highest survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication. Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions, from 360-degree less lethal riot management to surgical repairs of Allied chariot line models. And you've got the workhorse of any cutting-edge peacekeeping fleet.
The Corruptor. Slave enemy robots to its own network. It sounds like it's talking about how it corrupts machines.
That was its original name, the Scarab. What did we get just now? Not this. Oh, I thought we got a... Did we get a log just now? Not too sure. Oh well, I guess it's not too big of a deal. Oh yeah, what we just read. Okay. The Corruptor. They meant, well, on the surface anyway, they were like, oh, we made these powerful machines so that you can use them for peacekeeping. Peacekeeping. It's a very nice way to say a machine for war. Genius marketing, really. Marketing is all about how you spin it. Hollow projector. Oh, there's multiple.
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other Chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready, extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
The Metal Devil. So these were Faro machines too. Manufacturing capabilities. They can make more of themselves. Then how would you ever stop them?
That was the problem. What was that word they used specifically here? Let me check that out. Was it one of these ones? Oh, where was it? Horus. The word they used here. Biomass conversion systems. That's probably something like how the scavenging machines, like the Glint Hawks and the Scrappers, they recycle the scrap metal. And guess what? Humans can't do that. So when you have machines that can do that, and humans who can't, guess who's gonna live on? It's not the humans.
The FSP-5 Kopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability. Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution profile. Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact. Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application. Either way, when it's time to call out the big guns, it's time to call Kopesh.
The Deathbringer. So this was the heavy hitter. Main battle force indeed.
Neural network. Sounds like something that would eventually give birth to an AI. Okay, there's only 3 here. Anything else in this room? I don't think so. This projector still works after all this time. Damn. Well, we got it. This is the place that made the machines, and the cauldrons were the manufacturing plants. Yup, that's where we want to go later, but what's in this room? Conference room? Yup. Ted Faro, Spiritual Summit. To Paula. Paula, recent events have sharpened my perspective, and I think that I, and the FAS in general, have been neglecting the spiritual side of things. Not under any specific religious framework, of course, but in a more general sense, as in not giving enough thought to our shared values, hopes, and aspirations for the afterlife. I'd like you to reach out to religious leaders of every stripe with the intention of scheduling a conference soon. Very soon. I'll have more thoughts about the agenda later, but for now, let's put out some feelers and see if we can lock something in. Make it a big tent, no cooks, but anyone with a credible audience. Let's go deluxe, make it clear we'll spare no expense. Religious. Spiritual. Afterlife. Afterlife. Don't even talk about the machines. These simple computers already outlasted humanity of that era. The old ones' era. FAS campus log. High priority alert. All non-essential systems have entered hibernation. High priority alert. Full lockdown has been initiated. Due to the increasing frequency of violent protests targeting the campus, the security of FAS employees can no longer be guaranteed. Therefore, we have taken the difficult decision to shutter the facility indefinitely. Staff will be briefed on a block-by-block basis regarding proper procedure for archiving and/or disposal of project-related data and materials. High-Sec and a crisis team will then conduct exit review before all areas are locked down. Priority messaging to all staff in E and F blocks. Treat the current lockdown situation as an exercise, but do not attempt to release the hatches or otherwise exit the buildings. They're stuck in here. A reminder that while high-sec personnel remain committed to employee safety during the current unfortunate events, personal firearms must be relinquished when presenting for identiscan. Additional public access roads en route to the campus have now been closed to relieve waiting time at the outer security cordons. High-Sec reminds all staff that the campus remains off-limits to the public. Following recent campus security issues, all staff are reminded that presenting for identiscan and displaying your security badge prominently at all times for image analytics are both mandatory. Whoa! In light of recent acts of terrorism directed at the rapid transit system, High-Sec now offers a Big Brother initiative to accompany staff traveling from off-site. Sign-up is required and strongly encouraged. Whoa! A company that once had above 90% approval ratings. Well, to put it simply, I don't think they have 90% approval ratings here anymore. 48 more entries in high priority. Oh my god. People started getting really pissed off at them.
So people were angry at Faro, at the corporation. They blamed this place for something. Something bad.
It seems to point at some type of machine uprising. Machines going out of control. Machines gone wild. Whoa, that's some sweet climbing work. This is like the kind of building you would see in Deus Ex or something. Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, or Human Revolution. These corporate, high-tech buildings.
It's gonna be a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek.
Well, you want to know the truth.
If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too.
Hey, that's great positive thinking. Not even a joke. That is great positive thinking. Oh, we want to go up. Oh, Lord. Where the heck are we even?
Freezing out here.
We're good. Yeah, maybe you should be wearing a little more.
That began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine. Now, I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs, they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now, what I can promise, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. That a day's coming when none of this will matter.
Peacekeepers. That's what they called their machines. They were built for war, not peace.
He was right about one thing, though. A day will come when none of this matters. Well, he doesn't matter, but unfortunately, those machines are still here. Look at what you've done. Hundreds of thousands of years later, people, the current people here, the Karja, the Nora, the Banuk, they're all still plagued by your inventions. So the too long didn't read version right now seems to be, we made machines. We don't have a backdoor to them. Now we can't control them, and they keep multiplying like rabbits. Wonderful. I guess this was something, this location right here was something like their Silicon Valley. Their campus. This is where their campus was, the main campus. Ooh. Ooh, I don't know about this. Can we get past this? Maybe not. Oh. Oh. Let's get back in. Damn cold. Down? If it really was a machine uprising, how does Hades fit into this? I don't feel like I should be... Is it alright if I just jump over there like that? Okay. All hands on deck. From Gordon Nakata. To Gina. Gina, ever heard of the Melville Island Fruit Association? Neither had I until they filed suit against us this morning. Apparently there's a little island paradise off the coast of Australia, population 2,700, all of whom hate us, now that a Stray Hearts Timor unit is chowing down their largest mango orchid. That brings the official count of Hearts Timor related lawsuits to 127, most of them from private companies, but also a bunch from individuals, nation-states, and NGOs. And that's not even counting the mother of all liability claims from Hearts itself. Call every external firm we've ever used, then call their competitors. We're going to need every corporate defense lawyer we can find who's still half sober and on the bar. This guy was part of their lawyer team. Hearts Timor. Is that the line of machines that we've been seeing today? So they had other machines, but this is the only line that survived so far because they can replicate and they are lean, mean fighting machines, quite literally. Okay. Oh, God. When can we get back inside? It's so damn cold. Oh! Seems like there's two different places we can go to. Oh, how nice. Is that a vending machine? Ah! I think they have multiple ways for you to get up. That's what I think is happening anyway. Yeah, does this go back to the elevator shaft? The elevator shaft place? Actually, maybe not. Should I check just in case? Because there was an upper place that we could have gone to when we were in that shaft area. Oh, maybe we can do it. Can we get it here? No? Get back. Yeah, if we go this way. Oh! Oh no, that's a way for us to get down, I think. We can't get up here. That's okay. Sure, let's move on. Ooh, be careful. Still not in. Still not in. It's cold here. You know what's interesting though? If the old ones... Okay, so I'm gonna assume that the machines basically decimated the population of the old ones. Then what happened to make it so that tribes could come back? Make a comeback, so to say. How did the Karja, how did the Nora, how did the Banuk manage to survive in tribes here? Because the machines are still around. So what allowed them to continue thriving, even while the machines were here? I think we're going back in. Natural air conditioning. BANDA Sea Incident. Stacy Anders. To Robert Rescher. Subject Dolphin Video. Bob. Another problem to add to our big steaming pile. Apparently a fisherman in the BANDA Sea captured video of a Hearts Timor horse unit refueling via biomatter conversion along the shoreline of Pule Watar on a pod of endangered dolphins, no less, quite possibly the last of their kind. Not to get graphic, but it looks like what happens inside a blender, as if the robot was whipping up a big pink swirling milkshake of dolphin chum. Our suppression team has scrubbed it from 43 networks, but it's still propagating, so it's only a matter of time before it goes viral. A prepared statement feels grossly insufficient. Any suggestions? This one's a real stinker. VPPR. Oh my god. And that's why, in this world, it's not just the old ones that have gone missing. What about the other animals? Most of the animals we've seen are relatively small, because the big ones probably already got eaten by the machines. Biomatter, energy conversion, at its best. Oh my god. Working for this company during its ending days must have been an absolute nightmare. Nothing else quite to describe it. Absolute nightmare. That's the only thing you can say.
This way up. All it takes is a few good handholds.
And all it takes for this to come down is for one of these things to just shake.
All right, made it. Wonder what we'll find.
Ted Faro's office. He gets the entire floor to himself, of course. No corpse, no corpse. FAS Executive Data Storage. Holy crap, secure 3 zettabyte storage rack. 6% power remaining. Oh!
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Yes!
Oh yes, I believe I do.
I'm Dr. Sobek.
A file has been recovered.
Oh? Whoa.
Elizabeth, good to, It's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need.
Her voice.
I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
All right, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone. Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
They hated each other, but Elizabeth wasn't going to let the world die. Did you notice Elizabeth's voice though? It was exactly the same as Aloy's. That's not really something that is accounted for with a mother-daughter relationship, is it?
I'd have to ditch something.
Holy crap, we are above the clouds. So yeah, I do believe that their relationship here, not quite mother and daughter. Not in the sense we're thinking of anyway.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean?
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted. The Faro robots threatened all life on Earth. But somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
No, I don't believe so. She didn't defeat
A
them.
final file has been recovered.
What she... if I were Elizabeth... Okay, let's recap this whole situation a little bit here. Ted Faro has a company. Elizabeth Sobek used to work for him, but they started doing military stuff, so she's like, screw that, I'm out of here. And so they continued on with their military stuff, which seemed to be going well for a while, but then, you know, shit started going crazy, robots are going mad, going rogue, and now he's inviting Elizabeth back. Right, so that's where we're at, and let's remember that Elizabeth is one of the century's greatest minds. She's telling Ted here, very adamantly, no, Ted, we can't contain it, we're done. When someone on a genius level of intelligence says something so definitive, like, we can't, I would believe that. The solution she found might not be to stop the robots, or even if she did try to do that, very evidently she's failed, because what do we see all around us today? I'm more inclined to think that whatever solution she found is more about preserving life, humanity as a whole. Somehow she's found a way so that even though the old ones are no longer here, even though all their technology, all their civilization are
Forget
in
about traveling light.
ancient ruins, even if we have to relearn all the technology, at least we can start from the tribal form of civilization again. Aloy right here might be one of the examples of how she found a way for people to live on.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
He won't.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I'm speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command.
If he doesn't do it, she's gonna snitch.
In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
Project Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon. The moment when everything begins again. Zero Dawn. When dawn dawns. When the sun, when the sky dawns for the first time. When civilization begins anew again, from scratch. Oh, Aloy. She didn't defeat the robots. No, she didn't. But of course, the specifics of the project is still something we don't know too much about yet. Aloy is probably something more like a clone. Something more like a clone rather than a daughter to Elizabeth Sobek. So does Project Zero Dawn create a clone of everybody existing right now? Or does it just ensure that some humans will be alive somehow after all this blows over? Something simple to chew on before we find out what really went down. The robots eventually run out of fuel. That's why they have the biomass conversion system, right? So if there's no biomass, then they can't refuel. Power cell!
Good. Another power cell. If I find more, I should be able to get to that ancient armor I found.
Whoa, I really can't believe how long I put off this quest because it gave me the answer to all the questions.
Access detected. Express lift opened.
It gave me answers to all the questions I was wondering about pretty much. Well, except we don't really know what the project is really.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Faro robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime, and what you want to know is my name. Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
Very interesting name. Silence. This is pretty funny here because we know exactly why Aloy's acting this way. She doesn't care about any of this. She's some girl who was raised on a tribe system. A tribe that doesn't even use electricity. Has no smartphones. Not even a cell signal. Don't even talk about smartphones or computers. Why would she care about this? Her goal from beginning to end was always to find, who am I? Where did I come from? Who is Elizabeth Sobek? And why is she my mother? It's just kind of unfortunate that Elizabeth Sobek happened to be someone extremely pivotal if we're talking about the fate of humanity. But Aloy doesn't give a crap about that. Whatever. Silence. Not Bashar Mati, but someone with a thirst for knowledge. Unlike Petra, who says, oh, you know, the old ones had their time, but now it's our time. This guy really wants to know what happened before. Which is good, because we need both kinds of people to run the world. People who look into the future, and people who look into the past. Choices, though. No, I don't believe Aloy would see his point. I don't believe that. You don't understand, Mr. Silence. I just want to know who my mother is.
You have no idea what I've been through. How hard it's been. My whole life, I grew up not knowing who I am or where I came from, and then come the Eclipse trying to kill me just because I look like this Elizabeth Sobek woman.
And they killed the man who raised you and you found in the mountain as a baby. I already know this through your focus.
The point is, every time I take a step forward, the answers slip farther from my grasp. You just don't understand.
It's not that I don't understand, Aloy. It's that I don't care.
A+ answer.
If the answers keep slipping away every step you take, then you best start running to catch up. Maybe then you'll realize just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Faro robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
Oh, I'm getting so excited now. We haven't really got a main quest that gave us so many answers so much. Oh my god, I don't even know what to do with myself right now with all this information. Oh, there was one other thing that I wanted to point out. When she first stepped into the elevator just now and she was like, this doesn't add up, that was like the most emotion I've ever seen on Aloy's face. And remember back at the womb of the mountain, when that door rejected her, she was like, no, no! It's the same thing happening here again. She did so much, came so far. Nope, not getting the answers she wants. Again. 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 But true to her stoic self, she's back to normal already.
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
The clothing he's wearing is a little bit... It's like a mixture of the old ones' stuff. Well, yeah, it makes sense for someone who's chasing after their history.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal? I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent. Now if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything.
True.
All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
I'm proud of Aloy. That was a great way to leverage what she has, because she has a huge upper hand on him. She is absolutely right.
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice, that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
We still don't know how the Eclipse people have access to this technology, do we? No way.
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals, mostly. An ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
Silence. You're a smart guy. What do you think about this woman standing right in front of you who has Elizabeth's voice and her DNA?
You said you've known for some time that Faro war machines destroyed the civilization of the old ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades. It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Faro robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself.
Okay, so it looks like maybe Elizabeth did manage to stop all the robots. Oh, but they're being dug up from the ground again. That's what's happening.
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists, as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the eastern mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be improved.
Oh my god. I think I know exactly where we're going. It's that place where we saw the thing. You know, the thing with the stuff. If I can see the map. That's exactly where I thought we were going. Yeah, because remember, around this place, right here, the Metal Devil. These little coils. Perfect. Perfect. I don't think there's a reason for us to not go there right away. Oh, why did I not get that cup? Whatever, who cares about the cup? Let's get going. Oh, I should have taken the elevator at least. Well, whatever.